Hello, programmers! This is a game inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. It's your job to be the security guard and try to keep away from Freddy until 6 a.m. But every time you use the lights or you close the door, you are actually draining your battery. And if you run out of power, Freddy could come right in that door and get you. We're going to start with putting the graphics in. We'll need a background of our office, two doors, two windows, the title. We need to keep track of the time from midnight to 6 a.m. and the power. So I'm starting by just importing Pygame. I just decided that my window size would be length of 900 and height of 500. I'm going to put the title, Five Nights at Freddy's, and then load the different images. We're not going to use all these right off the bat, but I want to have them all loaded so I'm ready to use them in my game. And I do have a GitHub repository that's public. I'm putting the link in the description for this video where you can get the graphics for Freddy and the office and the doors and the buttons so that you can follow along with me. I'm going to make a class to represent the door, and my door class actually has control of the buttons as well as there's a window to the side of the door. We'll start with saying that the door is open, so Freddy could just walk right through. The light is not on, the light's off, so it just appears as a dark door. So that door graphic is going to just be the dark door, which is this rectangle that's all black. And then the graphic for the door button is the button hasn't been pressed, so it just is a plain white button. The graphic for the light, that hasn't been pressed, that's a plain white button. And I'm gonna say that the light timer is set to 0. We haven't turned on the light and we're not draining power by having that light going. And then the window graphic, which I'm not displaying right here, is just a dark window. And within this door class, we're going to add a function for what happens if somebody hits the light switch. Well, I'm going to just put a debugging print statement in there. If the light was on already and somebody toggles the light switch, then that graphic of the light switch with the blue being turned on is going to turn off, and the graphic of the door, instead of being illuminated, is going to be dark, and the window is going to be dark as well. So if somebody wants to toggle the lights from on to off, we're updating 3 of the graphics, and we're going to set our Boolean. If the light was off, we want to turn it on. We'll toggle, I've got a debugging statement there that shows like whether or not the door was open, because the door, if the door is closed, you're going to see that this door is blocking your robots from coming in, your animatronics. And if the door is open, you're just going to see it's wide open and ready for somebody to walk in, but you'll see the illumination of the door if your light's on. So we'll update the graphic of the light switch, what toggles between the blue and the white of is the light button turned on. The window will be visible if you're turning the light on, and then you're either going to get the door that's lit up but it's not closed, or the door that's closed. And again, toggle that Boolean to say the light is on. And I'm going to use this timer variable. Anytime you toggle from off to on, we'll reset to 0, and later in our code we'll be updating that. We'll instantiate, make 2 doors, one for the left, one for the right. This is Pygame, so we're going to initialize Pygame and pick a font. I just picked Comic Sans and size 40. If I want someone to actually be able to click on the buttons, then I need to create a rectangle that has the position, the starting left corner of that button, as well as the width of the button and the height of the button. So I can get the width and the height by just calling get width, get height on that graphic for the light button. I know in advance where I'm going to put the light button on the left door and the right door, so I'm going to hard code those values. Let's make a function to draw the scene. So I'll do draw window, and this combination of red, green, and blue is going to give me a dark gray, eerie, scary background. So we'll fill the window with that. We'll write the title Five Nights at Freddy's. Here I wanted to write it in red, kind of creepy, so I've got full red value and no green and blue. We'll write that message, and this is the X and the Y position of that message, then I'm going 250 in and 10 down. So toward the top, we'll put that message. We'll do the graphic for the door on the left side and the button to turn on the light, the button to close the door, the window graphic, same thing for the right door, and then we'll go ahead and call the update function to update the display. In main, we end up doing what looks like an infinite loop until the user clicks the X button in the upper left corner. We're going to keep going through this while loop and checking for events where the user has clicked on something. If they click the X to quit the game, then we'll do a debugging statement to print quit, and then we'll go ahead and stop the game. So I just need to call that draw function every time through that while loop. Notice it's not in the for loop, but it is in the while loop. And all that's left to do is call the main function so that we start this. So this should be a good stopping point to take a look. When we run this, we've got the title, we've got the dark doorway, we've got the buttons. Right now, nothing happens if we click on the buttons, so we'll add some code for that. We're already getting all the events of the user interacting with the keyboard. Right now, we're only doing something if the user typed in that they wanted to close the window. Let's also check for the mouse button or the trackpad pressing down. So let's look for the event type equal to pygame mouse button down, and we can get the mouse position and figure out if they were clicking on any of our buttons. And we can check whether or not the light button rectangle had a collision with what the user was trying to click on. So was the user trying to click on that button? If so, if they were clicking on button 1, the left door, we want door 1 to toggle the light switch. Toggle that. There's not a 1 there. Let's try again. And so if we click on that light, all of a sudden we can see the light and the door. I haven't put a rectangle around this button, so nothing will happen there, and I still haven't implemented the other button, but that'll follow the same way we did the first. So we can clone this and then say, what if they hit the second button in? Then we want that to be updated. I've got these rectangles for interacting with the light buttons, but how about the door buttons? So I'm going to clone these 2 lines, and instead of always interacting with the light, we might be interacting with the door. And my door buttons are on top, so the Y position will be a little bit less. Same X position because they're lined up, but the door buttons are above the light buttons. So I'm going to change for both of these, change the Y values, and then we need to add LF statements to interact with those buttons. This time it's the door buttons. And we're going to need to add a door function for what to do if somebody clicks on those door buttons, door 1 and door 2. So let's go back and look at our class. So we had a nice function for what happens if somebody hits the light switch. Let's add a similar function to what happens if somebody hits the door switch. Trying to save you from watching me type this whole thing in. If the door was open to begin with, we're going to close it, which means The graphic for the button will turn red. We've got that door button on. And then if the light's on, we'll be able to clearly see the door graphic. If the light's off, we can still have the door closed, but we just won't be able to see it. So the door will still look dark. Let's set our Boolean for it's not open, it's now closed. So open is false. If the door was closed, opening it involves changing that graphic of the button, so instead of red it goes back to white. If the light's on, then we can see the open doorway graphic. Otherwise we don't really see anything because it's too dark, and we'll toggle that. Let's double check that everything's working when we run this. We can toggle the light on and off for both doorways. We can close the doorway, but without the light on we don't see anything. If we turn on the light, then we see everything. So this looks really good. This is a good point for me to save the code and upload it to GitHub, and then we'll continue on with the next video.